Hello, I came in early before the store opened today, and I had a box waiting for me. The box is a box of another drop rolling machine that I traded somebody for. I haven't seen it, I've only seen small pictures. And I thought it might be neat to do an unboxing of some equipment that I'm really not sure how old this is. It could be 150 years, it could be 75 years or so old. But you can see the box got some damage in shipping. That's the problem with shipping these things. You really need to double wall them and wrap them right, or the bits of metal work their way out. I hope nothing's damaged. And it's a box. It appears that the box was originally contained a rotary rock tumbler, but I'm hoping I'm not going to find that in it. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's see. Well, the first things I can see on top is some packing material and the handle. This is one of the universal handles, which is telling me this is probably a Thomas Mills machine, since their handles are distinctive and we have quite a bit. It's actually in really good condition. The polish is still on the wooden part of the handle, and that's telling me this machine wasn't used all that much. So let's see. This piece often breaks. You can see it was hand wrought and was hammered in. So, do the thing. I've got a box here, which I'll take out and put aside. We'll get to that in a minute, because that's one of the drop rollers. I'll look at that later. Some foam and packing material. See these little bubble things? They don't survive under the weight of this equipment at all. Let's see, what do we have? We've got the other half of the drop roller. We've got a bag of assorted parts. I can see in here the side plates, the top bushings, and the tensioning screws. And let's see what the frame looks like. Oh, this is a good one. A couple of parts are on wrong, but this is a good one. Long out feet, short intake. This is one of the ones that can be upgraded to other things. I'm not sure this is a Thomas Mills. There's no maker mark on it that I can see so far. But it's in really good shape. Look at that casting. It's clean. Often you find rust in here. And these pieces over here and here that a nut goes through to take it down to the table, they're often chipped out over the years. And these, they're in perfect condition. This is going to be really easy to use. And often this back piece here, you can see as it's starting to chip here and here, is knocked out. Actually, I don't have one that isn't knocked out, and that makes it very hard to tighten down accurately. You sometimes have to build a wall on the inside to keep it from moving, but this is in great condition. This is a later one, too. But let's see if I can find any maker's marks. He left on these pieces, and these pieces are back. I'm going to have to get a wrench to get those out. So if you hold on a second, I'm going to see if I can find a wrench. Okay, we're back. If you hear any loud humming in the background, that's the refrigeration for the ice cream center section. I'm sorry about that. Okay, we got a wrench. I know it's the wrong type of wrench, but I'm being impatient here. Okay, these are the gates for the candy. These are short gates. This probably would have come with one or two long gates and these short gates, but the long gates seem to be not here. These things are actually on backwards. It's supposed to go in this way against the rollers to keep the candy from getting around the edge of the roller, but if you had a roller with more than one design and you didn't want to use the whole roller, you could adjust the gates to one side or the other, but clearly these gates aren't. And these gates are really nicely machined. Most of my gates have a curve on it. I'll show you that later perhaps, but these have a sharp angle. This thing is really well made. And this doesn't open up like the other ones. You may have seen in the video when you unscrew these, a piece lifts out. But in this one, this piece comes forward, and this piece flips up. So I can tell you this is a much later model than the ones I have. It might even get into the 1930s. So let's see. So we've got our gates. Let's see what's in this bag now. Got the pieces for the side clearance. Also very nicely machined, although they left some chafe in here. They have some writing in this, but it doesn't have a maker's name. They just appear to be casting marking numbers. ST67 for these, number 19 for this, and I wouldn't be surprised, and I don't see one on this one. But since it's mirror image, I wouldn't be surprised if it had a different number. We've got this, that's the number 5, and this is the oiler block in the top bushing. This one has a number 4, so we should have a matching 4 here. Yeah, we do. So this one will go on this side. I'm sure that one has a 5 on it. And then we have the tensioning screws. So the first thing, let's take a look at the rollers now. So here's one of the rollers, and it's a standard chipper. It's a rectangular chipper. Ooh, the end is really, really nice. Nicely threaded. Let's see if it has the maker mark on it. It has a dot in it. This is, yep, that's what I thought. It's not Thomas Mills. It's V. Cladden Sons out of Philadelphia. This is a rarer one from what I can tell. I only have one other roller by them, and possibly 2. And they're noted by not just the name that they stamped in here, but they're noted because they use a dot instead of a V, like Thomas Mills for the registration mark. Now this one goes in the bottom, so we're going to stick this in the bottom. Put the registration mark up. Ooh, that's tight. I don't like that. Why is that tight? Because this piece here is adjustable up from here, and it's down too far. Ooh, can I fix that? That floor is upside down, but it doesn't have an oiler, so that's definitely the bottom. Let's take this one out and see how this one fits. But I think you're going to have to adjust that screws. Oh, this one has writing in it. The writing is THILL. So I can tell you this was not actually used for true candy making. This is a cough drop machine. It's the same machine, the same type of candy, but this is the initials of a drugstore. It's pretty common. We've got some other ones of these. Use it that way. Let's see if this thing fits in at all better. Oh, I see the problem. This piece is slid up too far. Okay, that's going to require use of a screwdriver. How am I going to get that out? That one's set and this one's not. Well, I guess I'm going to have to put you on hold and find a flathead screwdriver. I don't know if this piece is this outfeed tray. Most of mine are older and the tray is an integral part. Looks like this tray is supposed to go closer and slides down. I wonder if that's going to give us the clearance we need. I can't believe those things are off that far. Yeah, there we go. It just moved up. It bumped in shipping and moved it up. You'll see it gets very close to this to make sure the candy comes off and doesn't gum up. This one's actually really nice because you can adjust the tolerance to the roller that you've got. So let's tighten that back up. Check to make sure we're going. There we go. And there we go there. I want to make sure we don't wear out any of the brass or any of the steel. I'm going to put a couple of drops of oil on here. If you're interested, this is just no oil. It works well, and of course it's food safe. Should never get on the candy, but just in case. There we go. Now, I get to put in these spacers, and they seem to have a top and the bottom. I'm not sure which is which. I'm going to see if I can get this thing in like this, okay? Yeah, that looks about right. This one, maybe it doesn't matter. Oh. Maybe? No, definitely this way. I see why it's cut out. It has to get under this opening. See, there's a little narrowing over here of the piece, and we have to have clearance, and that's why they milled it this way, with this side shorter. Okay, I can deal with that. I'll get the next one on top. And of course, we need to get the dots to match. There we go. I'll get the top of these, and this is the number 4, and that was the 4 side. Put these on. Oh, that's good. Nice tight one. And the top ones, of course, have oiler spaces, so I just oil in there, and when we turn, it'll work again. Oiling a little heavy, it is the first time in years, and then this closes up. This would have one of these on this side, Put that down. These on this side. This goes up here. I really like how this thing closes. I've never even seen one that closes like this. Let's see, is this direction it goes? No, it goes this way. Okay. Tighten that. Usually these have thumb screws, but if you look at this, these are old nuts. It doesn't look like they were replaced. Usually when a thumb screw is replaced by a nut on one of these things, you'll see they won't match, they won't be the same vintage. These look original, which confuses me a little. We definitely have the in-feed, the out-feed, the gear system, and the crank arm. These are actually a good size for cough drops. Oh, this thing's in lovely condition. It's going nice and smooth now that I've oiled it.
Now that we've put it together, let's see how it works. Let's take a look at some of our older fruit drop rollers here. This one is from John Gardner. He opened his business sometime in the 1840s, and he gave it to his stepson, Thomas Mills, who renamed the business. If you take a quick look at this, you'll see that the roller is tensioned differently, and you have to unscrew the tensioner all the way to get the roller out. His son, Thomas Mills, changed the design. Those arms are prone to breaking, and he made it as a quick release, sort of so you can untension the nut, twist it aside, and get the roller out. And now for the one we just unboxed. It's by Victorian Sons, and it works completely differently by letting you flip the top open to quickly get to the roller. It looks like Thomas Mills and Victorian Sons started at about the same time in Philadelphia, and at points even made equipment that the other ones sold.
Well, now I guess I'm going to have to start making some cough drops at some point soon. Cough drops were made in the time in multiples of flavors, but usually they contained some sort of spice that would keep you salivating, like some sort of menthos or something like that. They also included slippery elm bark, which you can still get and make tea of from various health food stores, which creates a smooth coating and keeps you from coughing. It's a mess to work with when you're cooking the sugar, but it might be fun for a video, so keep an eye out for it. If you like this video, please subscribe to us here on YouTube, like us on Facebook, or take a look at some of our other videos that we've made that are here on YouTube. And of course, if you want to get our candy, go to www.pd.net and check out our whole online store. If you're ever in Tallahassee, please come and visit. We'd love to see you. Thank you for watching.